Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Youngest in Charge coming to y'all today with a quick video. Contact links in bio. Say that every video. But someone asked me what would be the way I would use a CPN to like flip my money and get like some profit and quick. And I say this all the time. Like if you're gonna try to make a profit off this shit, you need to have like a pre-made. Because with a pre-made, it's already built and it's not in your name. You want to have a same name CPN. I promote same name CPNs only, guys, if you're personally trying to like better yourself, because there's a lot of people that's just trying to like, get a new apartment for them and their kids, or get a new car so they can go to work or shit like that. They're not really trying to they have a job, they're cool with that. They just want to use the CPN to do something like that. That's what I recommend them same names for. But the pre-mades, the reason we even offer pre-mades is because they're perfect for getting, cash, quick cash, CCs, like opening credit card accounts, quick little buy now, pay later accounts, opening up cash apps. Someone asked me about opening up cash apps and shit. It's good for that too. Opening up banks, if you know how to work bank plays, it's good for that as well. You can build a relationship with the bank with that pre-made as well. The only thing that's harder with pre-mades, and it's kind of similar to pros, if you've ever dealt with using pros, it's kind of similar to pros because the public records and identification is always going to be an issue. You're always going to have to use, cooked up docs. So that's the only problem with the pre-mades. It does limit some of the things you can really do with it. But that's why they're perfect for just funding plays. So I'm going to make this list. I'm going to make a list. I should have made it before I made the video, but y'all know about it. I'm going to make a list of all the like pre-made friendly companies that you guys can go sign up for. Because like I said, using a pre-made, you're going to be limited on the companies you can go to per se, because, some of them are more high security. And if you don't have the proper identification, especially for a pre-made CPN, when you have a same name CPN, you're kind of using your own public records to kind of piggyback off of. So it makes everything smoother. But when it's a straight pre-made, it's hard to build that identification because everything's generated. You feel me? And all the public records for that whole name, for that whole profile is going to be fresh. So that's why pre-mades only work with certain companies. Same with pros, or same with punching. It only works for certain sites, certain places. Certain other places have higher security because they already know to prevent that. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm going to make a list of all the pre-made friendly sites, companies, CCs, all the plays that you can run. If you're in my university, it should already be in there, something similar to it, but I'm going to make an updated one for 2025. Probably you guys could still be using it in 2026. All the places that are pre-made friendly, guys. But the fastest way I suggest you can make a profit off of CPN, if you're just like, you're down to your last $400 or your last $500. Say you're down to your last $500. What could you do to make some money back? I'd get it pre-made. If you don't know how to use pros, it's just the thing with pros is like they're so burnt out. Like people, they got burnt out really with PPP and all that shit. So like people nowadays are just selling burnt out pros. With pre-mades, people always try to say that pre-made CPNs aren't real. That's like the stupidest thing you can ever hear, because think about it. If you make a same name CPN, right, and then you try to sell it later, what's that going to be to the person that you sold it to? It's going to be a pre-made CPN. So it kind of doesn't make sense if you think about it when people say that pre-made CPNs aren't real. Because, if I was to build a same name CPN, right, and then I sold it to one of you guys, what would that be to you guys? It'd be a pre-made CPN, because it's not in your name. It's in someone else's name. But it was already pre-made. So pre-mades are very real. They're easy to use. It's just like I said, since the identifications on it is going to be shaky, since you can't piggyback off a real identity, the sites that you can go apply for are limited. That's the only thing with pre-made. That's why people try to say they're not real, because they don't know the sites to apply for. You're going to get denied going through big box name companies, guys. You have to know how to go through third parties, things that are more low key, that don't have high security, bro. Like, y'all be trying to go to a high security thing and punch. It's like people that try to punch like fucking designer stores and shit. It's harder to punch designer stores. They have higher security now. Or if you're trying to punch like, what's something that has high security? Best Buy, for example. Best Buy, or like electronic companies, Apple, they have high security. You're not going to be able to punch easily on there. You're going to have your RDF set up, RDP set up, and you're going to have your proxy set up. You're not just going to be able to boom. But with other things like flights, like airline flights, you can punch those real quick. As long as the card's unlocked and has money in it, easy. It's the same concept with pre-mades, y'all. Certain sites you're not going to be able to apply for. Bigger box names, more big name companies, you're not going to be able to apply for. You have to hit smaller things that don't have as big a security problem or have already know about like protected security and shit. But the best way I would recommend you doing it is getting a pre-made. And it just depends like how much bread you wanted to spend, what you're wanting to work with. Like I just made a video about blank CPN. So a blank CPN, mine are running at 100. Blank CPN, you don't have a score. You just have the public records and a blank file. But the numbers tri-merge and everything, so you go ahead and build it. If you were use that blank and try to build it, you'd have to add at least one trade line. That'd probably be like 100. Another 100, 130, depending on what type of trade you get. If you're getting two, that might be another $200. You know what I'm saying? So now you're at $300. And that's what my trade line, that's what my pre-mades come with. They come with the digital ID as well. That way you can apply for the sites that I have on the list and actually get approved. Digital ID is just fine. Most of the sites accept digital IDs. And again, that's what I'm saying. You can't do some plays with a pre-made that you can do with the same name. You're gonna have to hit mostly online plays that don't have in-person verification. You could walk in there with a fake lid with a pre-made, but your chances of getting caught are like 50-50, bro. And if you want to risk it, you can risk that. If y'all want I'll include that in the list. Places that you could try, but it's your risk, bro. Like if you're trying to move risk-free with this shit or minimize the risk as low as possible, stick to the sites I'm finna tell you and the companies and moving online with the shit, bro. Don't go getting caught up in person trying to use a fake lid and it's just like boom. Cause you right then and there is proof. You was there, you had the lid, you red-handed, moving sloppy. That's what happens when you move sloppy. But guys, best investment, man. See what you can work with. Try to at least get a pre-made with at least one trade line on there. You could at least try to hit for like Afterpay and Guitar Center, maybe Best Buy or something. Maybe the Best Buy credit card. A couple other Mission Lane. I don't know if you guys heard about Mission Lane. They always approve you. They always approve you. And see what Credit Karma offers too. What was that? Affirm. Sometimes Affirm will approve your CPN too. But I'm gonna make the list, guys. I'm just telling you guys, that's what I would do personally. I get a pre-made and then use it to get a CC real quick, and then liquidate that CC. You gotta learn how to liquidate the cash, guys. It's a whole process, man. It's not just as easy, man. That's why I'm telling you guys. You gotta have a little bit of sense, understand how to move money, how money moves, liquidate cash. You gotta learn how to liquidate things too. You gotta understand assets, liquidating shit, how you do all that shit, guys. Get focused. Focus on this shit. Do research on it. Get smarter every day, y'all. Just got out the gym. So work on yourself every day. You feel what I'm saying? Read, take in, listen to my videos, any other type of videos you listen to where you're gaining knowledge. Make sure you subscribe to them as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to my channel though. Make sure you guys are safe while you out there stacking that paper. And if you need a bag and you ready to change your motherfucking life, I need you to tap in with me or to Get Money Boys, because we is gonna get you right. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next video. It's your boy Youngest and gang.